Hi, sweet mamas. Welcome back to Life's a Mom. I'm so happy you're here today. We have a special guest, Devon, and she is a chef, but there's so much more to her story. But I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hi, Devon.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing well, thank you.
Do you mind telling the listeners a little bit about yourself and how you became your chef, your whole journey?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Devon McGuire. I was born in New Jersey, so I'm a transplant here.
As many of us are.
And I just always loved cooking since I was a little girl. Always knew what I wanted to do, and moving here has allowed me to live out my dream of being a private chef. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. It's a passion of mine. It's not a job for me. I love what I do.
So when did you first realize you love to cook? At what age?
I was 4 years old, and I can remember waking up early on the weekends and watching Julia Childs.
Oh my gosh.
And I believe his name was Graham Elliott, the Frugal Gourmet. It was an old cooking show. And I would love to just recreate what I saw. So I would love to go to the grocery store with my grandmother, and we would buy some of the things, try new things. So I've always known since I was 4 years old.
So, did someone in your family know how to cook? Was there someone that because I didn't my family did not cook and I don't cook. I have a chef myself.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have anyone to so where did this passion come from?
It's just something that I enjoyed. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed doing it. My grandmother was the main cook.
Ah, there we go. There it is.
But she wasn't like, there wasn't, it was the same dishes like all the time,
Really?
but nothing like creative. But we always went out to eat a lot. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother at a young age, and she would go to fashion shows or fundraisers, and they would be at like the Hyatt or Marriott. So we'd be, having a 5-course meal and everything like that. So that really intrigued me, and I just wanted to do it myself. Yeah.
So it's not like she was like cooking different meals and
No,
that's where you got your inspiration
not at
from. You
all.
just loved it.
I just loved it.
Oh my gosh, so it's like a gift that you've just
Definitely a
yeah.
gift. I mean, you have to love to do it to do it.
Yeah,
People
because I
who
don't.
people who, don't love to cook, or even just as simple as like, "Ugh, what am I gonna make for dinner today?"
You don't have that ever?
No.
Oh my
Well, I
God.
eat so it's funny because I'm a chef, people are like, "Oh, you eat great, this and that, blah, blah." My kids do. Um, but myself, at the end of the day, when it's like, "All right, what am I gonna eat for dinner?" It's usually just chicken in the air fryer, to be
Oh my
honest with you.
gosh.
Yeah, it's basic for me, but when I do go out, I do love to try new restaurants, new things, so
That's amazing. And I remember when we had spoken on the phone for the first time, you really opened up to me about your story and you mentioned how your grandmother didn't initially support you in your dream. So what was that experience like emotionally for you?
Ugh, well, when you're in 10th grade, 11th grade, you're looking at colleges. What are you gonna do? Where do you wanna go? And I knew right away. I was like, "Oh, well, culinary school. Like, that's where I wanna go. I don't know where. I don't really care where. I just wanna go to culinary school. I wanna learn, like, hands-on and do this." And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "What do you mean, no?"
Oh my
She's like,
gosh.
"You're gonna go into people's homes and cook for them?" And I'm like, "Yes." Like,
That's
yeah.
what I enjoy.
She's like, "No, I don't support it." It's like I would be the help.
I understand.
So,
Do you mind explaining a little bit for our listeners who might not know what
sure. So, I went to private school my whole life. So, they're looking at it like, "Okay, we're sending you to private school. When you go to college, you have to go for something, good. You have to get a good job." I come from a family that everyone worked either as a corrections officer or in a factory for General Motors. So it was never like, it was always, you're not going to work in a factory. You're going to do something else, do something better. Um, and they didn't see that right then and there.
Mm,
So I'm explaining to her, it's not like that. Like, it's
Right.
different. And the thing that changed her mind was the Food Network. So I go to college because they didn't let me go to culinary school. I
Wow.
majored in partying 101 because I kind of lived a little sheltered life. Met some great people along the way, still friends to this day,
Amazing.
and came home because I flunked out and was working retail, just like just to have a job. So the Food Network started really blowing up, and my grandmother's watching it, and she's like, "Is this what you want to do?" And I'm like, "Yes." Like I said, "Do you know if I train, like, depending on the opportunities that present themselves, I can be Oprah's private chef one day?" And she's like, "Oh." And I'm
Well
like,
then.
"Yeah." And she's like, "Well, it looks like they make good money." I'm like, "They do. They can." Like, so she was then like, "Okay, like, all right, I see." So she gave me her support then, and when she passed away, she left me money to go to culinary
Oh
school.
my god.
So I quit my job
Oh my god.
and I went with the support of my mother, obviously. But I'm like,
Yeah.
"Mom, like, I need to do this." And she's like, "Okay." So she fully supported it. I quit my job and I went full time and started from the bottom, working jobs where I would have to pay into the job, sort of like I was in Philadelphia. So
Is that where the culinary school
that's where the
was?
culinary school
Okay.
was or is. And there would be people, like different businesses, hotels, that would call the school and say, "Hey, can you send one of your good students to work for a couple hours?" So it would be like a carving station. So I'd be standing there carving meat or like chopping carrots for like
Oh
3
my
hours.
god.
I had to pay for parking. The pay was so low, and I lived in New Jersey, so I had an hour commute.
Oh my gosh.
So literally would take home a paycheck of like $25. And I'm
Oh.
like, "But that's okay, like, I'll keep doing it." I did that for a year. A
Are you
year. Uh-huh.
serious?
Just to get the experience,
But
just
did
to
it
get
help
it did
in
help.
other
It
ways?
did help because making connections there really helps. So I did that for a year, and then when I applied for my first line cook job at another hotel, the executive chef at the hotel that I used to go to just to do carving stations and chop carrots knew someone at the new hotel. So that got me in there. And then I learned from other people that were there, other cooks, other chefs that were there, and just loved it. It's so much fun. It's such a rush on the line
Oh my
cooking for a
gosh.
restaurant. You're cooking for room service,
Were you
cooking for
nervous? Were you
parties.
nervous?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
When I started on, like, the cold side, so, like, all your salads, all your
Okay.
appetizers, things of that nature, and one day, they were like, "You have to do the hot side today," because, like, the line cook called out, and he was like, you know, the one, like, when you need help, you go to him, and I'm like, "Well, what do you mean he called out? Like, well, what am I supposed to, like, you gotta stay here with me, you can't leave me."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you'll be fine, you'll be fine." And on a
Oh my
Monday
g
was all of our check-ins, like, were on go on
wow.
Mondays. And it was almost like I was in a video game, like, just going, like, from the oven to the fryer to this to that to the sauces, and I did it.
You did it, girl.
I did it, and I was like, "I did it." Like, at the end of the night, you're just like, like, "We
Aw.
did it."
It feels good. Trust me, that's how I feel a lot of times after an event, especially the
Mhm.
event that we had Walk Through Motherhood, which
Yes.
got by the way, guys, Devon is amazing. She did all these amazing appetizers that people were like, "Oh my god, these are
Thank you.
so good." It
Thank
is
you.
a talent though, because
Mhm.
like anyone can follow a recipe, but it
Mhm.
has to, as my husband tells me, you taste the love.
That's exactly people are always, "What's the recipe for this?" I said, "There is no recipe, like, it just comes from the heart. It
Wow.
comes from love." Like, that's why the name of my company is Tasteful Vibes, like, I good vibes, you're celebrating with your friends, your family, whatever the occasion is. I just want you guys to be able to host, enjoy your time, and leave the cooking and the cleanup to me and my crew.
So you don't just cook, you clean also.
Oh yeah, well,
So
you
you're not
have
like
to.
cooking for the family and be like, bye, peace.
Correct. I mean, the kitchen space has to be clean. So, I go into these homes and a lot of people are like, wow, it's cleaner than it was before you got here. I'm
Oh,
like, yeah, because, I work clean, have to keep your station and your workspace clean. I can't work in chaos.
I love
I
that.
don't do well with
I love that.
chaos these days.
So you love it so much. So, for example, I've had moms that their therapy is working out.
Mhm.
Another one, their therapy is doing art. Yours is literally cooking. That is amazing. So you'll just randomly just cook up something that you don't
Just
even know.
cook up something, try something new. I try to stay with the trends. I see a lot of recipes on TikTok or Instagram. I'm like, oh, I should try this or like put my own spin on it. So, other chefs or watching other home cooks or videos of cooking kind of inspires me even more.
Hmm.
And, I can put my own spin on it or try this or try that. So it definitely gets my creative juices flowing.
And what is it that you do? My chef, for example,
Mhm.
I'm on Ozempic, right? So my appetite is very low.
Same.
So, sometimes I have to like take a,
Mhm.
and so, she'll meal prep for the whole family for the week. Is that what you do, or do you come per meal? Like, how does it work?
So when I first started, I was going into everyone's home and cooking based on their needs. It got so busy to the point where people were like, we want to recommend you. And I'm telling people no. Like, I can't. I don't have the time.
Right. And you're also a mama
I'm also
of
a
two
mom of
boys.
2 boys, 12, and one will be 7
Oh my
next month.
gosh.
So, juggling that, and I'm sitting there brainstorming for weeks, like, how can I, like, make this work without
Yeah.
telling people? Because who wants to say no? Like, this is my only job. This is how I
But
support.
that's a good problem, Devin.
It's a good problem to
Yeah.
have. That's what I heard that a lot. It's a
Yeah.
good problem to have. So I rolled out a family style meal delivery that I
Oh,
launched last May.
wait
And
a
so
minute.
it's
I
still
didn't know
going.
about this.
Yes.
Okay, I need the deets. I didn't even know that.
Absolutely. I'll give you the information.
Yeah.
But yeah, I launched that and it's been fantastic. I get to do what I was originally doing, but over the course of a couple days, just like, the shopping, the prepping, going to the kitchen, packaging up things, and then delivering. I started out doing all the delivering. I was doing everything
Oh my God.
myself. Then I said to myself, well, I have these servers that are great. They've been with me for years. You guys interested in doing deliveries? Like it's, easy money. Like
Yeah.
you just got to deliver the meals. So right now I have, my servers doing deliveries and everything has been working out great.
Oh my
We just
gosh.
celebrated a year in May. So thank
Congratulations.
you.
That is amazing.
But I
Don't
also
forget to give
still
me the
I
details.
will. And I still go into people's homes too. I had a couple of clients that wanted to stay with me coming to their
Oh,
home.
that's how you
So
know you're good.
I have like four or five right now during the week.
I love that. So I want to go back to your grandmother. Is there any recipe that reminds you of her?
So as basic as it is, her pasta salad, she
Oh,
we are a big family, huge. I mean, I don't have that many first cousins. I know like people are like, "Oh, my cousin, my cousin." I have 2 first cousins. So, like my mom's sister, my mom's brother each had 1 kid,
okay.
and those are my close cousins. Um, but I have over 40 second cousins. So, like, my
Holidays are fun.
holidays,
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
So we always together, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, birthday parties. So, being around all of them all the time. And my grandmother would always make pasta salad. So, very simple. I put my own spin on it because like she would use I think it was wishbone Italian dressing,
Okay.
right? Um, and I make my own dressing.
I love it.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I taste and it like reminds me. It brings me right back to
Oh, I'm sure
those
she's
times.
always with you, Devin, really.
Absolutely.
So we all know when you become a mom, it changes a lot about a woman.
Mm.
So how did becoming a mom change you professionally and personally?
So professionally, you know, I felt like I didn't have a I mean, you always have a choice, but I had to go hard for my kids. I had to be able to show them that, your mom's a hard worker, that you can do anything you set your mind to, and just, you stay the course. Like things don't always turn out the way you want, but there's a bigger purpose. Like you just don't know. Um, so professionally, just, showing them like how to have good work ethic, how to show up all the time. As far as personally, I was never that girl that like had her wedding planned out and, just wanting to be a mom. I mean, I never thought I'd have kids. When people saw that I was pregnant, they were like, "Oh my God, Devon's pregnant." It's like, yeah, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you did not want
It's
children.
not that I didn't want them, but it was just never a thought like that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
We plan, God laughs. I always say that.
It was never like in the cards for me, at least not right
Was it
away.
after you became a chef?
Um, so I was already a chef and I had met my husband at the time. Well, my
Yeah.
yeah. And
Situationship.
when I met him, he's like, I want to have 4 kids one day. I'm like, 4? I'm like,
Oh, damn.
I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. But I do want one. When you meet someone, sometimes it makes you think,
Yes.
look at things a little differently.
Yeah.
So we did plan my first son, and I enjoyed being pregnant. The weirdest thing, like loved it.
Oh, I did too.
I still worked. I was still working on the line, like up until I was 8 months pregnant.
Okay, that you really did enjoy
And
it
they
a
were
lot.
like, you have to like, did the doctor put you out yet? I'm like, no, he didn't. Like, I'm fine. They're like, you like, we don't want you to have this baby here. They were like, you got to go.
Oh my
You have
gosh.
to go. And I was like, oh, okay. But loved pregnancy, loved the journey, and just really grateful, for, my son, for both my sons. And it definitely just molded me into the person I am today.
I love that. So I want to also get because we spoke about on the phone a little bit earlier
Mhm.
about your previous relationship.
Mhm.
And we spoke about how you've been through heartbreak and betrayal after having your baby. So how did you find the strength to keep moving forward during that season?
So with my second son, I we just moved here. So we moved
From Jersey?
from Jersey. So we moved in May of 2018.
Whoa.
By December, I was pregnant with my second son, and it was a very different pregnancy. Um, I was a little homesick still, so I started getting depressed. I started feeling it coming
God.
on. I didn't want to leave the house. We live in this beautiful state. The sun is shining, and I don't want to leave the house. I had a hard time just eating, keeping things down with my second pregnancy. I developed preeclampsia, high blood pressure. Never had high blood pressure before, and ended up in the hospital at 33 weeks. And they were like, "Well, you're just gonna have to stay here until you deliver the baby." And I'm like, "What?" Like for at least they were like at least 4 weeks, and I'm like, "No, like I'm not staying here." So I made it a few days, made it to 34 weeks in a couple of days, and I started hemorrhaging. So they had to do an emergency
Oh,
C-section, and that was the most traumatic thing I've ever been through.
can
Uh,
imagine.
being awake and, what goes on during the C-section.
Yeah.
So,
May I ask, were you alone?
no,
Okay.
I had a very supportive husband. I think it was almost scary for him to see me in that state to where he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Um, but he was always there. Great
Okay.
father. Still is. And, it was very traumatizing and, not knowing like what's going to happen, how I'm feeling. I'm waking up not feeling great. We go home. Asher had to stay in the NICU for 11 days. I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I stay up there 24/7? Do I go home? Like, what? Like, I don't know what to do.
No one even told you, no one
Mhm.
gave you guidance.
So, we finally brought him home. He was 4 pounds, 5 ounces when he was born. So he was very, very small but he was healthy,
Thank God.
which is, yes, absolutely. Thank God. Um, but then I developed what I later found out through therapists, postpartum post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So when I'm feeling down, I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do anything with my business. I had just started my business, so I was getting like little things here and there, and I'm like, like just not
It
feeling it at
wasn't
all.
like you.
Not at all. And basically just really, really went downhill. Then COVID hit in March of 2020. So I'm homeschooling a kindergartner. I'm like, what? They can't close the
Oh
schools?
my God.
Homeschooling a kindergartner, all by taking care of a 9-month-old. We got COVID very early. Like they shut things down in March. I think it was the end of March. By the first week in April, my husband was home because he caught COVID. So they're like
Wait, with your
quarantine
baby?
with the babies,
My
and with
God.
my father-in-law. My father-in-law had just got on like one of the last flights before they shut down the
Wow.
airlines to come and visit.
Wow.
So we're all in there. I can't smell. I can't taste. I mean, I was making broths and tea. I was putting fresh ginger, fresh garlic. Couldn't taste. I could bite a garlic clove and not even taste it.
Oh my
It was that
gosh.
bad. He was really sick, which he never gets sick, so I was, like, afraid. Watching the news 24/7,
It was a scary
never
time.
a news person, but just watching, like, what's going on, like, is this really happening? And just basically saying, like, I'm just preparing myself, like, for us, we're all gonna die.
Oh my
Like,
God.
so dramatic.
No, but I
But
understand. No
still,
one knew.
that's all you're seeing, like, it's the unknown.
Yeah.
So eventually like things passed and between the COVID and my depression, um, my marriage started to essentially fall apart. We took some time away. We separated.
In the same
Um,
house?
no, I moved out. Um, I moved out close. I stayed close, like around the corner. And we were going to couples counseling during that time,
Separate.
separate.
Okay.
Um, so we did therapy together and we did therapy separate and we were living separate.
Was that your choice?
That I feel like needed to happen.
Okay.
Um, so during that time, I'm starting to like feel better. My business is doing well to where I can take care of myself because I went from essentially being a stay-at-home mom with
Yeah?
the kids to moving out. It's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do for work?" Great support of my family, obviously, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna have you guys, like, paying my bills for months on end because I'm going through something, so
Right.
it really kicked it back into high gear for me, and, then right before I was getting ready to move back in, um, I found out that he was seeing someone, that really broke me.
I can imagine.
Um, so we agreed to my lease was up. I gave up my apartment already. So it's like, what are you gonna do? So I'm like, okay, like we're gonna work on this. Like, I don't know how to navigate this. He said he's gonna stop seeing her. Never stopped. I think I was there for 3 months before I moved back out
Wow.
into the same apartment
Wow.
that was available, paying like $600 more because the prices started going up.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And had to deal with him telling me that he wasn't in love with me anymore. He loved her and wanted to start a life with her.
Now what did that mean for your family?
So my oldest son was not thrilled. Um, I think he was probably around 6 or 7 years old, and we're trying like, it was not peaches and cream in the beginning.
No, I can
I'm
imagine.
angry, I feel betrayed, I'm upset. He's spending all his time with this woman, no time I felt with the kids.
Mhm.
Um, and it was very up and down, up and down.
So you forgave him the first time.
Yeah,
That must have
because
been hard.
it was because I can tell you if we were in New Jersey around my family, I would have been like, all right, I'm out. Like, even
So
if
do
it hurt,
you think the fact that you were away from your family is
100%.
was it fear?
Fear of the unknown. I'm here by myself.
Wow.
I met a few women that are still in my life now that have they know my story. They've helped me along the way. They've been really great support systems for me here. But I mean, just dealing with that, now I'm back into the depression. Now I have to we have a custody agreement. So when the kids are there, like, okay, now I got to put on. But then when the kids aren't there, it's like I'm in the bed, I'm on the couch. People are calling for business. And I'm like, do I want to? Like, just very like blah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, it's a very touchy subject for me when it comes to betrayal because of my dad. And the truth is, he betrayed my mom. Um, and my mom was very scared to get a divorce
Mhm.
because of the children, me and my brother. But I told my mom recently, actually, we had a conversation, and I told her, you know what, mom? I admire you for leaving because you taught me that if, God forbid, my husband ever cheats on me, I don't need to take that
Yeah.
shit. You know?
Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
think, you're a very strong person.
Mhm.
And I know those circumstances were not easy for you,
No.
but it's not a place for anyone to judge.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, the cards that were given to you are the cards that are given to you, and you play them the best you could do at that moment. And just hearing your story from your grandmother and how she supported you and gave you well, how do you say before someone passes, like the
Like the
blessing.
blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
just your whole story. So, I'm really sorry you went through that.
It made me stronger though. I feel like when I was in it, I would, I'm, I would pray like 3 times that's all I can do. It's like, I'm not feeling it. Like, obviously, like I have a very strong family. I come from a line of strong women.
Yes.
And, they're calling me with words of encouragement. And I I know they're just trying to lift me up, but sometimes you just don't receive it yet. So I'm asking God, please let me receive this. Like, please just get me on the other side. I just want to be on the other side.
And you are today.
I am today. So
Praise
before, when I
God.
would say I don't want to be there again, I wouldn't change it. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do the same thing.
Wow.
100%.
I love that. That's a strong woman right there. I love it. So many women might be going through this and they don't even talk about it, and they're dealing with this silently because it's hard to talk about. So I want to ask you, um, what was the hardest part emotionally about navigating motherhood while also healing personally from the betrayal? Yeah,
Well,
that sigh says everything.
well, the fact that I had to watch everything unfold. I got my son in therapy immediately. I was like, I can't have him, resenting his father or resenting me because I'm not doing something right. So we were all in therapy.
So you did not involve the kids. They had no idea?
Oh, they knew. My oldest knew, but my other one was so young. He was just 2
Oh, he
at the
okay.
time, so he doesn't feel that.
But he knew what daddy did? Meaning what his
My
dad?
my oldest, yeah, because he had her around when I
Oh,
did. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, okay. Is that how you found out they're your son?
No. No.
Oh,
My ex-husband told me.
how? He straight up told
He
you.
straight up told me. I it's a gift and a curse that he has. He can be very blunt, but
But would you have preferred him not to say anything?
oh no, please tell me.
Okay.
Because I mean the behavior, like, you see it in movies, you read about it, you hear from other people, like, not coming home and saying, "Oh, I got a flat tire on the side of the road." It's like, okay. Like, You don't get like really, and then
Yeah.
you stayed there till 4 o'clock in the morning, and you thought you just walked
You're
in
not
like
stupid. It doesn't say moron on your
exactly.
forehead. Yeah.
So like, don't take me for a fool. Like, like this is done. Like, there's nothing to work on anymore except for a co-parenting relationship. So obviously, he's in this relationship. He's happy. So he's like, oh, we should do this. We should do that. And I'm just like, I can't even deal with you. So I had to learn how to deal with him, deal with the pressures of parenting,
Oh man.
and forgive and heal all in the same time.
You definitely forgave him.
Yeah, 100%. We spent Father's Day together yesterday. We spend every holiday together.
You are so strong, Devon.
We are great co-parents. He's a great father. Um, he's I wouldn't do it with anyone else.
Wow. So some people say some men, they're just not good husbands, but they're great
Yeah.
fathers. And at least you have someone who is a good dad to your children,
Right.
and you don't have to be worried.
Correct. Correct.
So did cooking become a healing part of you? Like
100%.
Yeah?
Now it's like, okay, like this is getting boring. Let's spice this up a little bit. What can I do different? What new things can I bring to the table? And that is my therapy. During like the last couple of years, I started we work out together. We work out as a family. Our kids play football. He's a coach. He coaches the team. We
Is he still with her?
No. Oh, that
Okay.
didn't last.
Okay.
That didn't last long at all.
Okay. Okay.
But he checks on me, like he says to me, well, when's the last time you had your blood work done? And I'm like, I got my blood work done 2 years ago. You need to get your blood work done.
Oh my
And I'm like, okay, like we hold each other accountable.
Mhm.
And, he checks in with like, how you feeling this week? How's your weight loss going? What have you been eating? How many steps did you get in today? Like, holds me accountable. And I appreciate him for that, because there's a lot of people in my family recently that have died so young because of health issues. And I know that's why he does it.
Yeah.
Like, we have to be around for our kids.
Yeah.
Like my mom, I just lost my mom.
So sorry.
It'll be 2 years in July.
Wow.
At 64 years old.
Young.
She just retired. She retired July 1st and she died July 22nd.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. But I think you are so strong. You've just gone through so much, and oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I know, like, she's one of those factors in my life that keeps me going. I know I'm making her proud.
Oh yeah, I know she's proud of you.
My kids and, just my family, and for myself too. Like, I feel great. I work out now. I work out at least 3 times a week.
Girl, I need to get to your level.
I found a great gym. Love the trainer there. Love the people there. And amazing opportunities have even come from that. And it's all coming full circle.
I love that for you so much. And I also heard you made great connections at the event.
I did.
Some people, yeah.
I did.
That was good. That was good.
And that was really good too. Like, last year was my year for building. This year is my year for building connections. Like, I was building my business last year.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm building connections this year.
And what's next for next year?
Well, I have some new things coming up.
Oh.
September, actually.
Oh my God, girl, that's my birthday. You better share that with me.
Mobile bartending. I'm adding to the list. So,
I love that.
Mhm.
I love that for you so much.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you, because as I mentioned, I'm sure there's women going through this. What advice would you give to a woman who feel like their world has completely fallen apart, postpartum or due to relationship betrayal?
Just keep going. Like,
It's hard.
when you're in it and people are saying all these, you hear the same thing over again, like, you can do it, or you're strong, and this and that. And you're like, well, I don't want to be strong. Can I not be strong for 5 minutes? Like, can I have a day to just not be?
Right.
But you have to keep pushing. You have to align yourself with the right people. If you need, help or assistance getting to where you're trying to be. Therapy is huge. It's something that everyone needs, even if you're doing well, even if you're not doing well. Therapy is a game changer. I went through 6 therapists while I was here because I couldn't find that right fit. I actually had a couple of good fits, but then, paying for it became an issue, so I had to stop, but now I have a wonderful one, now, and she roots for me.
I love it.
It just when I first met her, we just felt that connection. So, therapy 100% and just keep going. Like even if it's a little bit, just keep going.
Yeah, no, that's good advice. And was there a moment that you remember where you told yourself, like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay?
I try to think about when that happened. I cannot pinpoint it. When I would sit there, lay in the bed crying, praying twice a day, like, when am I going to be on the other side? I don't know when it happened, but it just clicked. And I hit the ground running. I haven't looked back.
Wow. That's amazing. Maybe it's a good thing you don't remember.
Yeah.
You know? I don't see that as a bad thing. And what do you hope that your children learn from watching your journey?
To learn that, to stay disciplined, to surround yourself with good people, to know that I'll always be here for you no matter what you're going through.
And what you choose to do in life?
Yes, anything you choose to do, I support 100%. Um, just not giving up. It's that like that's just my motto. Like all, and I tell my kids all the time, just be a good person. If nothing else, just be a good person because you never know what people are going through.
100%. Even I was talking to my husband about a certain situation, and I told him, you know what? I don't judge people. And it's not always easy because it's in our nature,
Mhm.
but you don't know what they're going through, what
Yeah.
their traumas are, what they've been through that they don't talk about. So it took me a long time to get here, but I view the world differently and people differently because of the things that I've been through. And I'm sure you feel the same way,
Yes.
you know? What is something that you wish more women understood about starting over? Because that's not easy.
No, it's so scary when you just
Yeah.
think about it. I did it twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Twice in a
Yeah.
year.
My God.
Um, if the ad I mean, I don't even know. I'm very big on my faith. I believe in God. Um, I've been raised in the church. I went to private Christian schools. So God was always the forefront. It's like when you feel like, your mom's not doing it or your friends can't do it for you, they can't lift your spirits. Like when you really hit that bottom and there's no one else to turn to, who do you turn to? You turn to God. Every day I wake up, I thank God for another opportunity to showcase my talent, to be here for my kids, to meet new people. I'm excited for the future. And basically, like, starting over is hard. Like, it's not easy. There's nothing I can't sugarcoat it. But us as women, we do hard things. We have to do hard things. There's gonna be hard things that come into play, and we just have to figure out how you as the person can navigate it. My aunt would always tell me, "I know you're feeling down. I know there's nothing I can say to lift you up." She goes, "But don't sit in it too long."
That's some good
So it's
advice.
so it's like, all
You're
right, you
valid
can
to
be
feel.
yeah, your
Feel your
feelings are
feelings.
validated. You can be, down and out for a little bit, but you cannot sit in this for too long. So it's almost like I had a timer on it in my head. Didn't know when because I'm like, well, when am I going to wake up and feel like, okay, I want to go do this or I want to do that and I have the energy.
But it's also hard because you had children.
Yes.
That makes it harder to put a smile on when you want to like drown inside and like crawl under a rock is
Yeah.
one of the hardest things to do.
100%.
So,
I was doing it with when I was out doing events. So, I have a lot of clients that would do dinner parties. And when I was going through the divorce and then fresh after the divorce, seeing these dinner parties with all these couples, that used to be us before we moved here. So we were the house that everybody came to. I would do the hosting, do the cooking, bring your kids. We'd have a great time. And then I went from that to not that, but seeing that and setting the tone for that. And I would get in my car after every event and cry all the way home.
Oh my God. That is very hard.
Yeah.
That is very hard. And I can imagine how hard that was. But you made it to the other end.
I
You
did.
did. So for, moms who are maybe going through something so difficult, you can get to the other side.
Yes.
It's not end all be all. You're
Yes.
done.
You
Stuck.
can't put a timestamp on it, but just know if you work at it, therapy, just talking about it, even if you're talking with a friend,
It's not easy
just
for some
get it
people.
out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Say it to yourself
Yeah.
out loud. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you have to
Get it out.
have to get in it to get out of it.
That's good advice. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first went to my therapist and I had to talk about my childhood traumas. I hated it. I hated going to therapy, but now I love it.
Yeah. Oh,
So it's
same.
only hard in the beginning, you know?
Uh-huh.
Lastly, if your younger self could see your life now, what do you think she'd say?
I think she would say that I'm proud of you. You did it. You overcome certain things. You let nothing stop you. And that is the person that, you were raised to be. And I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, girl. I love
Thank
it. Devin, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And for all our listeners, thank you for being here. I will link all of her information in the description. And I will see you next week. And don't forget, you're doing better than you think. Awesome. I got you a little gift. I usually do it on the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Short on time.
Uh-huh.
A little something out.